Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 is a game that I enjoyed a lot in my school days. Released in 2002, I used to play this in my old PC and was one of the very first Need for Speed games that I liked. It's possible nowadays to play it in Windows 10 using the original CD, although the process is too cumbersome and sometimes it might not work. I recommend just to download a no-disc pre-installed version from the internet. I'll leave the link I used in the description. If you do that, you won't need to do anything else. If you somehow install the game with the original CD, you still need to do some work. Any widescreen fix will allow you to play the game at any resolution you want. The only catch is that sometimes the menus will look awful and not acceptable, and also the initial cutscene. That's why I prefer to download the one that allows you to play the game normally at a lower resolution, without modifying the menus at all. Just perfect. I'll leave another link in the description for that one. Either way you make the title work, the game is very well crafted for its time. Although the tracks are not so varied and it isn't that impressive graphically, you can find a lot of fun with it in its two main game modes. I lost my old save, so I installed it again recently and got myself in the quest to get the 100% again, and it was surprisingly quick. For the 100% in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, you need to get all the gold medals in the Hot Pursuit mode, and all the gold medals in the Championship mode. After you complete that, you need to unlock all the cars and tracks. There are 12 tracks in total, each one with 4 variants. 23 cars, each one of them with an NFS variant with unique colors. And finally, 10 police cars. To acquire all the NFS points required to unlock all of those things, you need to get all the gold medals in the two main game modes, Hot Pursuit and Championship, plus 180,000 points that you need to farm in the single challenge mode. So here's how I got them. Play a tournament of 8 tracks, 1 lap in Alpine Trail, and use the McLaren F1 LM with no cops and no traffic. You get 2000 points for each race, plus the 100 point bonus for finishing a lap in first place. And it only takes like 1 minute and 30 seconds or less depending on your skill. Finally, you need to check your statistics. And here I challenge myself a little bit by not allowing me to lose a single race. That means getting all the gold medals in the first attempt. I obviously used the replay button a few times, especially in the time challenges, but it wasn't hard at all. So as you can see, there are 23 of 23 unique races won, 25 of 25 tournaments won, and 12 of 12 knockouts won. Those numbers would have been very different if not for my perfect gold medal run. You can also see the 94 unlocked rewards and the other not so important statistics. Next is the top speed for all the cars and the average top speed as well. For that you need to play at least once with every single car, not counting the NFS variants. The same information for the tracks. It doesn't matter which track variant you are playing on, so completing the two main game modes is enough. And finally, the statistics for the medals and the difficulty levels. That must be the same numbers for that perfect 100%. Fortunately, there aren't the stats for online play because it is impossible to play there anymore. So yeah, that's it. One more game with 100% down. Thank you for staying to the end. See you around.